Alright guys, I do believe we have everything sorted out. The game is up and running well. Stream should be up and running well. I do apologize for the problems before. Uh, but hopefully everything is now sorted and should be running smoothly. So with that said, let's get back into our arena. Uh, get back to our discussion. All right, perfect. So everything seems to be working as it should now. So, um, I think left off, I was speaking about what I thought about the changes to Event Quest. Like I said, that is one definite positive thing that came out of this week. I do enjoy the changes. Hopefully, they'll figure out how to best support folks using um, multiple, running multiple battle groups. So, if if an alliance is running, two battle groups of BG5 and another battle group of you know BG6, the whole alliance is getting the same rewards. However, only the folks that are in map 6 are going to be paying. Hopefully they'll be able to figure that out. If your alliance is running all the same battle group, then it's not really a problem. you know um, However, at the same time, when doing this, this is good in the fact that it now takes out the you know those folks that would use bots to grind resources and then charge alliances to dump resources. So resource dumping, it takes that out of the question. I don't promote that. Um, One thing that it also does that I'm not in favor of is the fact that you can no longer trade resources. So just quickly look at my resources. For loyalty, I have 141k. Um, I will use a lot of my loyalty towards purchasing things like, you know, um, Alliance War and Alliance Quest revives, boost, and so forth. Um, so let's just kind of divert for a second. If we go into the loyalty, so you have the Greater Cosmic Boost. I like to get, level 3 Alliance Team Revives. I don't get those. I'll get like the level 1s. So things like that are what I'll purchase with my loyalty. I don't like the fact that, where is it? Potions. So for potions, when they changed up the Alliance potions, these are you can no longer purchase these with glory. And I don't like that. This makes you rely more on units. The help that you get from, say, Alliance 4, and it doesn't show you the number, but the help, so you get 9,500 help from a level 4 Alliance, health potion, while same thing. So they have Alliance Quest ones, same 9,500. However, from a general level 4 health potion, it's 5k. So I don't like the fact Hey Gito, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So, I don't like the fact that the amount of help that you get from the similar potions is so different. If you go into your glory, same, you have your level 4 alliance health potion, you're getting 6k. So 6k versus 95k, but you can't buy those potions with glory. I think is a ripoff. That is generally my problem when it comes to that system. So, like I said, now when they've done the new Alliance quest with the ticketing system, yes, it's good. There, you're spending less. You're taking control of your inventory and how you spend your items. So I have a lot of I have 65 million in gold or six and I might want to use the gold however to purchase my tickets, but the gold is on a sliding scale, so every ticket I purchase, the next ticket purchased, it goes up. Before I would trade with my alliance mates with my loyalty, so they donate my loyalty because I use my loyalty for different things, and say I donate their battleships. I grind arena, so I normally have a good amount of battleships. Right now I don't because I had opened up battleships. Um, or I donate their gold and they don't donate my loyalty. You can no longer trade. So they took the trading system out there. So I'm not really in favor. I don't like that. I don't think that's good for the community. I like the fact that they took it out of the dumping system is null and void. That's good. I like the fact that you as an individual now control your resources and what you use to get into Alliance Quest. That is definitely good. I think there is an issue where if an alliance runs multiple maps, um, there isn't an equality with player contribution in when it comes to you know when it comes to making when it comes to the rewards, because everyone gets the same rewards, but at the same time you're not paying the same amount. So there's definitely some things to work out with, but there's definitely things that I do find favorable with regards to the new Alliance Quest system. So like I said, that's the things I like about the new Alliance Quest. That's the things Alliance Quest changes. That's the things I don't like about it. And like I said, I do have the game volume on. If it's too loud or if there needs to be an adjustment, definitely let me know. It's not something that I normally use, as the game sound is like I don't really like it. I've gotten quite accustomed to my way out. And I swear Warlock is such an amazing character. He is the one 5 or 6 star that I've been very fortunate with my pulls. I have accounted for most things in the game, but Warlock is that one character that I would enjoy so very much. And I've opened up. Thank you, Gito. I've opened up a lot of crystals. I've spent a lot to get that character, and I still don't. So. But yeah, that's my feeling on with regards to what they've said about Alliance Quest. I do also note that they're looking to buff the rewards. That's definitely a good thing. Now, when it comes to war, war. Um, I did record the last war video. The last war that I did. It's the first time in some time. Yes, Johnny. The hunt for Warlock continues. And like I said, when he was in the featured crystal, I opened a lot, and that featured crystal was good. I mean, you had stealth stealth suit Spidey. You had Black Widow clairvoyant. Um, I did get fortunate. I got every single featured out of that crystal except for Warlock, and I opened probably 30. I'd have to check back on the channel, but I opened like probably like 30 or maybe more than 30 of them, and I did not get Warlock. I got pretty much every other champion that was in that crystal, and I did not get Warlock. When he came around in the featured Grandmaster crystals, I opened up. I don't even want to say how many of them I opened and did not get Warlock beyond a 4-star. Um, so it's a bit of a sore subject. I won't say much more beyond that. Um, you know, I don't even like to think about it sometimes. Hopefully one day, one day. Um, yeah, one day. But yeah, so when I lost my train of thought in my depression over Warlock, oh, so sad. Friends and and alliance mates of mine knows about my struggles with trying to get Warlock and just not happening for a 5 or 6 star. Um, but yeah, so on to the proposed changes for Alliance War. So everybody has been pretty much saying if you play um, Alliance War at a um, like a tier 4 level or tier 5 level and above, or maybe tier 6, and you have this defensive tactics engaged, Flow has is that one thing that, like, I mean, since they put in defensive tactics, I don't think anybody has been that excited over war whatsoever. Like, honestly, no reason. We'll put it this way: before they put in the defensive tactics, in the old alliance that I was in, we even made it to tier 2. That was before they changed up, even to like Platinum 4. We made it. We were at like Platinum 3. We had made it down to like tier 2. They changed up defense. They changed in, and they put in defensive tactics, and war became just such a grind. It was no fun whatsoever. Like, could not stand war. Um, and it got to the point that it was like whatever. But now what they're proposing is they're basically doubling down on defensive tactic. They've heard the community say, like, and when they put out this message, like, and they use the words, quote, lately, like the feedback we've received lately. This is not the feedback you've received lately. This is you've received feedback for months and some for over a year. And, on the forum, either deleted post or closed post down with regards to, like, feedback that wasn't, people weren't leaving, they weren't leaving feedback where it was just, they were cursing or anything like that. They were just saying, hey, the system really isn't working well. And they've closed it down saying, hey, oh, no, we've got something similar to this, or, um, you know, just, oh well, basically you're kind of against what the game team is doing, so therefore this is counterproductive, and they've closed down feedback for that reason, and that's completely wrong. um, but they're basically doubling down on what they want to do with war. So they're introducing, according to them, they're looking to introduce new defensive tactics. And now, if you are using a defender, or if you're using an attacker that has the same defensive tactic that the opposing alliance is using. So, for example, if they're using control, um, and I use a defensive, if I use an attacker that is also a control hero, so they're running control and I'm using Doom. When I fight with Doom, I'm going to get extra attributes for using Doom. Um, that is like that is putting band-aid on a severed limb, is the best way that I can put it. Someone's leg is pretty much falling off and you put a band-aid on it. And I think that is like a horrible method to go about looking to resolve the problem. That is like a major issue. So now, for me, you're telling me I should be looking to, and they'd put in there like, oh, well, hey, we want folks to, use different heroes, place different heroes, and so forth. But when you come down to it, it's like, okay, well, you want me to upgrade to level up enough heroes that one, I can, my alliance can place a defense based on what they prioritize as like, okay, flow. I want to place, they want to do flow, use flow as a defensive tactics. So therefore, they want to control defenders as a priority. I completely understand it. Hell, it's hell to play with. I want to have some flow heroes ranked up. Um, but now I also need to think, well, who do I want to use for attack? And if I want to get the benefit, and we don't even know what the benefit will be of using, say, a flow, control hero against a control defender when flow is the mastery. Same thing if the other alliance is running Siphon, and Siphon, if you're using a villain, the villain, using, say, a villain defender now gets some kind of benefit. And you're telling me, well, now I need to have heroes that are ranked up that are villain. So if the other alliance is running, like I said, metallic, then I need to have heroes that are ranked up that are metallic. In this system, it's like, what? I hope everybody has a ghost, because ghost is a control hero, metallic, and a villain. So now you've turned Alliance War into the Ghost Wars because Ghost covers all of those attributes. Like I said, to me, it's putting a band-aid on a severed limb. Defensive tactics should be, stripped altogether. Kabam even came out at one point and they said that, making Alliance War more difficult is because they didn't think that people should be able to complete maps. You know what? If that's the case, take resources completely out of Alliance War. Meaning no more spending on Alliance War. No more potions. Switch it down to, say, 6 lanes. So, you know what? You have people running on 6 lanes. You have 3, you have a total of 4 backups, or 7 lanes and 3 backups. Someone goes down and they can't make it, and they die, they're out of resources. There's no reviving, there is no healing up. Backup comes and they continue as far as they can. But no, it's pretty much a money making system for them, where you continue on as far as you continue on. You buy all these potions, you heal up, you boost, and you try to finish off. It's a competitive system that is about using resources, and all the changes that they're making are nothing but using resources. They're saying, well, hey, we're going to make it that if you're using heroes that have the same, are tagged the same as the um, heroes that are tagged the same as the defensive tactic, then you get an attribute bonus. That means I need to upgrade, heroes for that specific reason. I need to go ahead and use resources. Where are those resources going to come from? Because the resources in Alliance Quest, outside of if you're maybe in the top like 10 AQ teams, then the resources are not that great. Where it's like, okay, I can continually rank up these heroes. Alliance War and Alliance War Seasons rewards, they're definitely not good enough. Where okay, well, I'm going to use my resources and I'm going to rank up all these heroes um, for these events. So where else do you get the resources now to rank up what heroes that will get you comfortably through these various events? What you have is, oh yeah, every now and then a band gives out um, these offers for rank up material, and you know what? They're normally really terrible offers. Like in all the offers that have come lately, um, past that whole Deadpool clean out your closet where you could get some decent rank up materials. The offers they've received lately, they've put out lately, are terrible. Like you know, let's forget about how tone deaf they are based on what's going on in the world right now. Um, even if everything was fine in the world, and this was like 2018, there would be terrible. There would be terrible offers. Just to jump for a second, today you have a legendary bundle, so you can choose which class you get, but it's a Nexus Legendary Crystal for $50. You know, you have a chance. It's a 20% chance for a 5-star hero and a 80% chance for a 4-star hero for $50. And on top of that, you get 200k gold, which is nothing, and 1000k 5-star shards, which is absolutely nothing in the grand scale of things. Now, you can easily spend $50 for this, for say a mutant crystal, right? And in this, like I said, it's 20% chance for a 5-star. You could open this, and it's and it's 3 4-stars, and you spent $50. These offers are terrible. They had one for signature stones the other day that was just terrible. They had some for T2 alphas. They've had multiples of these that is just meant to waste people's money. And even the unit ones they put out are just awful. They're meant to waste your units and your monies um, before July 4th deals. And you know, even with the way things are right now, I don't know if I'll get any of the July 4th deals because, like I said, there's like nothing that makes me want to like jump for any of these offers. Um, because they've literally been that bad. So I don't like what they're looking to do with Alliance War whatsoever. Now, when it comes to so beyond that, in regards to what they're looking to do with the other thing they did come out and they said that they were looking to do based on feedback, feedback as of lately, which in this one particular case it does apply. This is feedback as of lately. They said they're delaying Act, Book 2, Act 1, which if you've done the beta testing, if you saw any of my beta testing, it was absolutely horrible. It was just crap. The attack values for the defenders were they were way overtuned. The node along with defender combinations were meant to make you spend were basically made to just make you waste through your units and your resources. And when I did that, I went in there with the intentions like, okay, you know what? There's a lot of times that I don't take advantage of these the opportunities to go ahead and do beta testing. Like, sometimes I might jump in there and I do something quickly, but there's a lot of times I just can't find the time to really go in there and test. So when that came up, I said, you know what? I'm actually going to take the opportunity this time, and I'm going to go in here and not only am I going to do the testing, but I'm going to 100%. And I did 100% the first chapter. And doing that, I was just so demoralized and drained. I couldn't do it. I had no inkling whatsoever to 100% the other chapters. It just pulled the energy out of me to want to do it. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. The way it was designed. So yes, they've come out, they've said, hey, we're going to go ahead and we're going to delay this event. And in delaying this event, we are now going to make cable's an issue. We're now going to push up, back issues number 5 from September to August, which honestly isn't huge. But whatever. The variants are good content. Outside of variant 1, I think they were designed, they've designed really well. Their rewards are good, and the overall, it's enjoyable to do. But the other thing about variants is they're designed based on content that's already been out in game. So there's no reason that there should be a 9-month gap between variants. 5-6 months, cool. But there shouldn't. But having a 9-month or what would have been a 10-month gap between variants doesn't make any sense. And the fact that they were rushing to put out Book 2 Act 1 before Variant is just is nonsense, and what they put out showed how bad of a decision it was. So I'm happy that they decided to go in another direction because, as I said, it was just bad form in general. Um, Looking forward to book to Variant 5. I hope it is as well designed as Variant 4 was. Because Variant 4 in like I said, Variant 4 was interesting. I enjoyed it a lot. I had outside of um, that one fight against Mortar where you had to use Hulk um, in the very last chapter, it was enjoyable. I liked the event. I had no problem whatsoever with it. So, like I said, looking forward to that, seeing how it comes out. And 1 second. Green Goblin can be such a pain. Alright. I saw King Groot is actually better than people think. The only problem with King Groot is that he does hit really soft. He does hit really soft. Um, but when he has those Furies up, his shrug off ability, the fact that he can get that permanent armor break, the poison and everything, and the regeneration, King Groot is actually a pretty good hero. Um, but his damage output just isn't where it should be. Unfortunately. But yes, Variant. Like I said, Variant is really some good content, and the fact is, there's no reason why it should be as delayed as it is. So happy they're pushing um, Book 2, Act 1 back because it's just horrible. Happy that they're getting Variant released in August as opposed to September. However, it should have been released much sooner than that. Okay. Omega. And then let's see. So we've gone over War, we've gone over AQ, and we've gone over what they're doing with the variant release. So the next thing they're doing is on their roadmap, their short-term roadmap, is they want to introduce some tools that makes it easier for the they want to make it easier for the alliance leadership to manage the alliance, which definitely is which is good. I have no problem with that whatsoever. They're introducing the ability for the alliance leadership to assign BGs within the game. So, for example, I'm in BG2. The alliance leadership can, put it in game like, hey, Baby Sham 33 is like BG2. If there an event came up and I went to join BG3, it would give like a little pop up saying, "Hey, you're joining a battle group that you're not assigned to." This is definitely a good function. When switching from one BG to another, it is very easy to, if you join a new I should say, you joined a new alliance, and you're accustomed to playing in BG3. It is very easy, but now you're assigned to BG2. It is very easy to enter the wrong BG as you've just been so accustomed to it. The little warning is definitely a nice addition to the game. So I have no problem with that with regards to quality of life for the Alliance. When it comes to so that's definitely not a problem. Nice thing to work on. However, I can't think of many people in the community that was like, hey, this is something that's oppressive nature that we'd really like you to work on. But it's a new introduction, fine, it doesn't hurt. Kudos to Kabam that they're able to initiate something like that. The second thing they're looking to do is now I can put my top 30 attack, my top 30 heroes that I value, say, for attack and defense. This can only be seen by alliance mates and friends. Now, this will help, instead of me sharing screenshots and so forth, this is supposed to help them where they can assign defense, and so forth for Alliance War, because the information is just there. I don't have to share screenshots. I think if they're going to do something like that, I guess it depends on the size of the roster. For me in particularly, because I need to think of like my top 25 heroes. I've already peeled out 3 for war. And honestly, because depending on my war path and the defenders on my war path, my war attack team can change to where I might say that, hey, here's my top 7 attackers that I would use for war. And currently, like I said, it depends on how they're looking to change up the system. Maybe I can even say my top 10 heroes that I would use for war. With Alliance War, if you're running map 7, depending on the variation that you're running, your attack team can change up drastically. So, same thing. Maybe you're like, okay, well, depending on the day of Alliance War, here's my top 9, and then depend on lane and nodes. You might say, hey, here's my top 12. So, you're already up to 22 heroes, and you haven't even talked about a defense. So honestly, maybe if it wasn't your top 30, but maybe your top 45 heroes, that's not too bad. But again, that is a change, honestly. That is a quality of life thing that I can't think of anybody in the community has really asked for, or is at the top of their to-do list. However, at the top of the to-do list for most people, when it comes to changes, quality of life changes they'd like to see in the game, hey, can I get a button that saves my mastery setup? So therefore, I can easily switch between masteries. That is at the top of the to-do list for a lot of people, because that's something that would be very helpful. That's like the first one that comes off the bat when I think of quality of life in-game changes. Second, I do arena. Can I get a button that does like help all? Or is there something that can be done where it's like, okay, I finish arena and or something happens and I close the game down and I go back in the game. Oh wow, I don't want to see, like, I've hit all of the help all button like a number of times, but now I go back in and oh, it's asking me to hit the help all button again. And those are those like time consuming things that really hurt when you're playing arena, especially if it's like grinding for a champion. Every time I go back in, I'm having to hit like help all button. Oh, that's one of the things that I absolutely hate. It's such a drain. All right, Guido, appreciate you tuning in. Um, Thank you as always for checking out the stream. Yeah, but that's like one of the absolute worst things. Those are like the like I said, when it comes to quality of life changes in the game, the two things that people have been asking for, not lately, but for a very long time, well over a year, 2 years, people have been asking for those changes. But hey, at the same time too, I'd love to hear some of the changes that you guys would like to see, like quality of life changes you that are top of your list. Like, let me know. I am thinking about doing like a video soon about like, okay, here are some of the, because Kabam likes to say, hey, it's hard to do certain changes because players have so many different ideas of what they would like to see. Um, that it's hard to come up with a consensus of things to work on, which honestly I don't believe that to be true. But I'm thinking, thank you, Johnny. I'm thinking very soon that I would like to do a video just discussing maybe the top 10 things, changes the community would like to see in the game. Um, so I'd love to hear from everybody. Like, hey, just like, hey, here's one of the things that I would like to see change to the game with regards to, quality of life, um, you know, within the game, or hey, this is what I would like to see done with Alliance War or Alliance Quest. So definitely like to hear from everybody else with regards to their thoughts and opinions on that. But yeah, like I said, my top two things is mastery changes, and when it comes to arena, help, help all, and so help all. When it comes to quality of life in the game, those would be some of the biggest changes that I could think of that the community has been asking for a very long time. What am I doing? 4 stars. Beast. There we go. Um, you know, can I get a button that turns off offers? For like when it comes to like quality of life in the game, I would like to open up a crystal without seeing like a terrible offer open for for rewards. Um, that'd be a fantastic quality of life change. Let me not, and at the same time too, I think that would take off a lot of load on the servers because the servers aren't being slowed down with some crappy offers. Like, oh yeah, for 3,000 units, you get 5K. I'm sorry, you get five tier 1 alphas and like two, you know, tier 4 basics or something. You know how you can like turn off the global chat? I would like I would like the option to turn off offers. For quality of life, yeah, I don't want to see pop-up offers because those are some of the worst values whatsoever. Um, I don't know if people ever actually buy those offers, but yeah, that's the worst thing ever. You know, quality of life. When they came out with Variant 4, you needed like these 1 stars um, to complete certain like you need a 1 star Hulk or getting through that mortar fight was absolutely horrible. How about this for quality of life? You completely take out the option to be able to sell your heroes because you have newer players that don't understand these things. You know, they sell heroes because they're like, okay, hey, I'm so close to being able to open up, um, you know, a 3 star. You know, I'm so close to being able to open up a 4 star. I'm so close to being able to open up a 5 star. So you know what? I'm going to take out the option altogether for selling heroes. But you know what? That doesn't work because Kabam can't charge some stupid price for the chance to get a 1 star hero. Um, you know, those are the problems that people have in the community that really need to be addressed. Um, and like I said, my biggest problem with the communication we received from Kabam this week is it was disingenuous at best when it came to saying, "Hey, uh, these are the problems." You know, based on the feedback we've received lately, here's our short-term roadmap and the things that we're working on that's going to address some of the issues that you're having. That was disingenuous at best. Um, there's a lot of other words that I could use to describe what that was, but I won't. Now, when it comes to what they're doing with the Abyss of Legend rewards, if you've 100%ed, um, they're looking at um, changing the rewards for 100% of Abyss of Legends. Um, I don't have a problem with this um, because being so RNG, what the biggest problem with Abyss of Legends is the T5 class catalyst. The way Habam's RNG system works, it is so very easy to open that up and to get, you know, the same class catalyst. I've seen people get the same class catalyst, you know, 2 and 3 times. There is so little opportunity to really advance your roster under those circumstances. And at least for 100% of it, 100% in it, you should be able to choose your class catalyst. So the fact that they're looking, you know, at the rewards for 100%, not, you know, initial clear, fine, that would be nice, but hey, but they're looking to do the, you know, change rewards for 100%. That is, you know, that's not too bad. It's a nice step. It's a nice step in the right direction. I definitely respect that. I have no problem whatsoever with that. However, when it comes to the fact that they're messed up. But when it comes to the fact that they're looking to, they're saying, okay, well, hey, this is, hey, heal block and special. Ooh, that should do it. Oh, close. Wow. Well, that should do it, but it didn't. When it comes to the fact that they're saying, hey, one of the things that we're looking to do is for me, this will not be a simple fight. Good. Throw your special. Throw your special. Kingpin is definitely very blubbery, so they do need to bait out his specials. Luckily, he's being cooperative at the moment. And at the same time, I can't afford to lose another one, or I'll lose my streak. Good. All right, perfect. Yeah, so sorry about that. Like I said, definitely happy that they're looking to make that change to the Abyss reward system. That is probably the most recent feedback in their category of lately that they've addressed. That being said, they have basically looked at nothing else that the community have been asking for months and over a year. That is really sad when thinking about what's been going on in game. And that is, I'm happy, like I said, getting the roadmap and like, hey, what we're working on these things. That is definitely good. What is sad and what's really hard though is the fact that there's so many things within the community that folks have been like, begging for so long. And basically from what they've released, all of those things have been ignored. That is really difficult. Yeah, that's really difficult, and that's my contention with what they've released this week. Special 3. But let me ask you this: in the stream that had just, like, I started up a stream and then there's just a lot going on in game. The game was down. I was having some problems with my connection. I was asked about the new heroes that are coming out, Tigra and Hitmonkey. What do you guys think about the new heroes that are coming out? Like I said, I do like the fact that you're using these obscure heroes that aren't, the most well-known comic heroes. I do like that. However, at the same time, I don't know if I'm that excited about Tigra and Hitmonkey from what I've seen. Um, when their animations and their abilities are released, that might change. But overall, like I said, the fact that, hey, here's some new heroes that, are not in the wider, in the wider view where people are like, oh yeah, I know this hero and it's like fantastic for this and this, or this is like the most popular, this popular hero or something like that. I like being introduced and learning about these new characters. Um, but you know, beyond that, how excited are you to see these new heroes that are about to come out? Please let me know. Also, you're getting kind of a glimpse of what I'll generally do during arena. So my first 10 fights, I'm using my lowest ranked um, 4-star heroes, and I'm getting my streak build up. And then you know, from 11 and on, it's pretty much my 6 stars. And then I'll use my 5-star heroes. And for this stream, I'm gonna go through my 6 stars, and at the end, what I'll probably do is I'll I do have a Cavalier Crystal that I got from the Sunday daily offer. Um, Sunday daily offers is actually pretty good. For $5, you get the um, Cavalier Crystal. You get, I think, 225 or 256 star crystals, and you also get the 2000 tier 5 basics. So not bad at all. Ronan is actually a pretty fun character to use. His mechanics build in those precisions, so you keep hitting harder. He does a ton of bleed damage, and his ability to shrug off debuffs. And if he is awakened, he can he does get that evade chance, and I'm not sure, but I believe he can block unblockable attacks. I have to take a closer look. I do have a video on my channel using Ronin and taking down Realm of Legends, Wolverine. You basically need to have the max despair, but yeah, you get all those bleeds up. Hey Gita, welcome back. Hope everything went well. Yeah, you do need to have max despair, but you can pretty easily take down Realm of Legends Wolverine. So it's a really fun hero to use. Let's see. Yeah, so when he's awakened, I know he has the. Let's see something here. Ronin. Yep, so when he's awakened, you can basically you get that chance for evade. So, um, so overall, he's a very fun hero to use, more than anything else. Let's do that. All right. And I'm telling you, I was so happy to have pulled Heimdall. So I've been taking my time lately, and I've been going through Act 6. Finally trying to slowly 100% Act 6. I had already 100%ed 6.1, and um, so now it's like, okay, working on 6.2, and I had 100%ed 6.21. I did 100% 6.2, which is a Sinister, just because I didn't have a Heimdall. And since getting Heimdall, I was basically able to go through that chapter without spending any resources. I mean, I used a revive here or there if I messed up, as you saw in my stream last Sunday. But as for spending units, 0 units, just whatever I had in my bank, in my resource bank. Like I said, if I maybe messed up on a fight or something, then depending on the fight, if I used a revive. Um, but compared to my first run through without Heimdall and being able to rely on that synergy where I can activate a few rebuff, which you need against Heimdall, against Sinister, or you're doing only 10% damage, it's fantastic. And even Angela, I love Angela. Angela is wonderful against using against Havoc, which is one of the corners on the left corner. Depending on the path that you take, you have to fight a Havoc, and Angela is absolutely perfect for that fight because she does have that armor up buff. And I will say this: while I want a Havoc so very much, like beyond, I would love to pull a Havoc. Um, if I were to awaken Angela, I wouldn't even be that upset. I think Angela is one of those heroes where there's like a chance that I would take Angela to rank 2 as a 6-star. So if I were to awaken my 6-star Angela, like I said, I would. There's a good chance I wouldn't mind taking her to rank 2. Now that being said, there are a lot of other 6-stars I would rather pull than awakening my Angela. So let's just get that out in the air. I'm not saying my next 6-star I want Angela. Not saying that whatsoever. I am saying is if I were to awaken my 6-star Angela, while it's not my top 10, Yeah, my top 10. Um, it wouldn't be terrible. And I think as a 6 star, like I remember when the 6 stars were first released, she was easily the best 6 star in the initial 6 stars that you could get. Easily. One, she doesn't need to be awakened. Um, Once ramped up, she can hit very hard. You have that regen. Like she has a lot of utility. Um, if she had some immunities, she would be like one of the best characters in the game. Um, but yeah, no, when 6 stars were first initially released, she was definitely one of the better ones that you could get, without a doubt. Have you guys opened up any really good 6 stars lately, or any 5 stars that you're looking forward to ranking up? Or is there any 5 or 6 stars that you're really, more than anything else? Like if you had your pick, like Kabam was able to release one crystal, like for a 5 or for a 6 star hero, and they said, okay, here's this one crystal, you get to pick the hero. What's the one hero that you would pick right now, ahead of anyone else? So I know for me that one hero would be Warlock. So yeah, like give me that one, give me that one crystal where it's like, okay, hey, you get a chance at a 5 star Warlock. Like so now we have the monthly crystals where it's like, okay, if you're Cavalier level or above, you can, it's a chance at a 4 star or the 5 star of that hero. So, let's release the next level where, depending on your rank, for that monthly crystal, it's like, okay, you get a 5. And it's like, let's just say it's a, how can I make this fair? So 95% chance at a 5 star and a 5% chance at a 6 star. Or even if you wanted to use like, the Cavalier crystal system and say it's like, I think it's what's the chances? For 1 second, and I'll pop it in crystals and let's just, see what the chances are for a 6 star. Deactivate his AI. let's go to crystals for 1 second. So 1.5%. Let's. So 1%. Okay, so let's just say, hey, you have a 99% chance at a 5-star and 1% chance at a 6-star. I would love that monthly crystal. Like, honestly, let's just face it, at this point in the game, for folks that are above a certain level, it's like, you know what, 5 stars come pretty regularly, and it's something to kind of work towards. Like, okay, well, I get to that level, or I beat certain content, like I'm guaranteed a 5-star every month from this event, and possibly a 6-star. I would take it. That wouldn't be too bad. So, some folks. Okay, so the list of things that people would love to see in the game, like they say, hey, for what they pay for, with regards to feature Grandmaster crystals, so 300 units, 3 stars should not be in that crystal. And I completely agree. It should be 4 stars and above. I think the daily crystal should no longer, should be, hey, you get a chance for a 5-star. And like I said, it's dependent on your level, which is completely fine. But you get like a 99% chance for a 5-star, and or even let's just call it what it is, like 95% chance it's going to be a 5-star, and a 5% chance it's going to be a 6-star. I think that would be really cool. And a little cheeky intercept, special 1. I hope the stream isn't and the gameplay isn't too bad. I'm using like air server, so it's based on my Wi-Fi. I try to turn off all of the basically everything else that's using Wi-Fi to help the stream. I am looking to invest into a capture card, so that the gameplay is a lot smoother. So as I build the channel and I am able to really able to put forth more content and stuff like that, I am looking to invest in a capture card. So like I said, definitely want to, so I can bring some high quality gameplay to the channel. But yeah, in the meantime, bear with me. I appreciate you all for tuning in and watching me, hitting the like button, and just kind of hanging out with me. So I have one more team of 6 stars to go through, and after that I will probably open up a crystal and end the stream. When I think about heroes released this year, I think Mojo for me is definitely one of my favorites. I would love to do my 6-star. Definitely a lot of fun. Interesting enough, I do not have Cull Obsidian as a 5 or a 6-star hero. Um, that might be because I've kind of bad mounted the champion. He's a he is a good hero. Um, I don't take that away from him. However, I don't even really place when I think of like my top cosmic heroes. I have in no particular order: Corvus, Captain Marvel movie. Um, let's see, 1 second. Hyperion. Well, yeah, Seaton bad-mouthed Pyramid X and then pulled her as a 5 and a 6-star hero. Um, yeah, me bad-mounting Cull Obsidian doesn't. I have not been able to pull him as a 5 or 6-star hero. I also never went for him in crystals, so uh, just not that 5-star hero I cared for. Okay. But yeah, if I think about like cosmic heroes, so I definitely ahead of Cull Obsidian, I definitely rank Corvus, Captain Marvel, Hyperion. Um, I'll even put Medusa ahead of for her utility. I like Medusa. Venom is fantastic. Mm, yeah. Um, so yeah, if I had like 5 heroes, I would rather have than Cull Obsidian those 5 heroes. So maybe 6 eh, for their utility and their overall use. Like I said, Cull Obsidian does some excellent damage when ramped up. I can't take that from him. But when I think about overall gameplay and use, I would rather any of those 5 heroes um, before Cull Obsidian. Just my honest take. And yep, it looks like I've gone through my 6 stars, so that's wonderful. Um, so I'm just about ready to end the stream here. I am going to go ahead. I hope you've enjoyed the time with me today. I do have so the Cavalier Crystal. I'll open up from today's offers. Ah, would have been nice to roll off that 6-star Venom pool. That would be a new hero. And it would be something, right, to get a cull. But I will open up one long shot hero crystal. Um, I just got him as a 3-star, and I didn't have him in any rarity, so I got him as a 3-star the other day. Yeah, I'll open up one of these crystals just to kind of end it out, and just want to say to everybody, I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you as always um, for tuning in and watching. Please hit that like button. I'm trying to build up my subscription account. So looking to do different things to make the stream better and just kind of entertain everybody, bring my thoughts and my perspective on the game. And it's a game that I enjoy very much. So even when I'm critical about something, it's because I really do enjoy the game. So I want to say bless you all. Stay safe. Um, you know, um, and just enjoy your day and stay blessed. Thank you all again, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Cheers.